J Horn. I'm about to stack a few million, been working 25. Struggled all by myself, I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'm making cause I made to handle pressure. Niggas hating, but I make to handle pressure. I'm about to stack a few million, been working 25. Struggled all by myself, I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'm making cause I made to handle pressure. Niggas hating, but I make to handle pressure. See, they'll never get to me, and I don't give a damn. I'm out here trying to make history. You was dissing me, now you all on my dick and wanna collab with a nigga, but don't say shit to me. Can't deal with the fake, the grass be covered in snakes. I can't expect a bitch nigga to ever be real if it's not in his family trade. Swimming infinity pools, we chillin'. Niggas will pay for the mood I'm feeling. If for my people like Kaepernick kneeling, like Brown in Miami, don't make me a villain. Why? I'm ready and willing to do what I gotta do just to go make me a killing. Watching for vultures and biters who jockin' my trip, cause you know how these niggas be stealing. I see they wanna compete with me, and they wanna beef. I want them to eat with me, on their hands and they feet with me. We grinding for real, I know it may seem easy.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man? Welcome back to the Don't Cancel Me podcast, episode 94. I am Petrie Perfect.
I'm Vino Flight.
And we want to say thank you for choosing to spend your Tuesday evenings with us, as we greatly appreciate it. I feel like y'all been with us a lot the last couple days. And so don't give up on us now. The fun is just not getting started.
Yeah, don't give up on us, please.
Don't give up on us now. We know it was real ignorant on Sunday.
Very.
But what a time that was had. And if you was not at the watch party for the Texans and Colts or the Chiefs and the Ravens, you absolutely missed out on an amazing time. And we hope that you come to the next watch party because, man, let me tell you something, Flight. I had so much fun. I think when we got off the thing, I told bro, man, I said, there's no reason why I just had that much fun on stream.
No, it was so fun. I mean, it was super fun. As you know, I got the cops called on me for being too turned up.
That is right. They never came back, did they?
No, they thought I was playing the game. And then he's like, no, the Texans are playing this. I understand. And they left. So it worked out. It worked out.
You know, I that was just such a great time, man. I'm just so thankful for all the people that came. I think that watch stream video is up to like 160 something views right now. And it was a 4-hour stream of just epicness and a lot of funny moments. Just if you next time we do a watch party, you want to make sure that you are there. A couple announcements to get out the way. We love doing our announcements in the morning.
Yes, we do.
In the morning, in the beginning. So first things first. Fly, how much? Fly, Raven said, "Fly, how you know how much fun we had? You was barely." Would you like to respond to? Let me put it on the screen.
I felt like I felt like when she got there, I was barely there. I mean, it was an informal stream. I had fun. I was there for the game. I seen every score.
Right.
I've seen every time we did score. You know, more so when we started watching the Cowboys, I was gone. I had to, use the restroom because I drank a lot.
Yeah.
It was an informal stream. It's not like the podcast. But damn, what's up, Raven? We even said happy birthday and everything to him.
We definitely did.
Dang.
Yeah, do you like that? I'm like,
he didn't.
We had we're here for episode 94. Of course, we're 6 episodes away from episode 100. We're also going to do a family and friends day. I will have that. You know what? I will have that by next episode. We will have our family and friends day as we're getting ready for the 100th episode. Please go on the channel, support the videos. I'm working on a couple of videos. I might need to do a week 1 recap on the Texans. I'm cooking that up. So I'm excited about that.
That's true. Yeah,
that's what I knew she was talking about. She was talking about. Yeah.
I was definitely gone by the last time we scored. I was out of there.
Yeah. Tonight is the presidential election. Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are debating tonight, I believe at 8:00. So we want to get through this show pretty not quickly, but we want to get through this show. We just gonna get to the crap today. So that way, we know y'all want to get to the, y'all need to get to the debate. You need to know what's going on with your country.
Yes.
But it's just so much going on in the world right now that we could not do a show. We should have did a watch party for the debate is what we really should have done. And that mode would have been lit.
That mug would have been lit, low key.
We take a shot for every President Trump insult.
I would have been gone again. I would have been out of there.
Well, it was only 90 minutes. The debate is only 90 minutes a night flight. So I think you would have made it though.
Nah, I would have been out of there. I would have been out of there.
You also got something coming up too. Your the Call of Duty event is coming up soon, right?
Yes. I leave Friday.
Okay.
Warzone, World Series of Warzone. Then shout out to our boy Demo, friend of the pod. He's having a meet and greet with a bunch of Warzone creators as well, doing the airsoft and gaming type of crossover. So that's dope for him. So shout out to my dog Demo for that. Might even try and catch a Aces game again.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna try and hit another one. I gotta see one more if I'm able to. I think I'm gonna try and hit an Aces game. But yeah, man, World Series of Warzone should be fun. Networking should be dope. Should be a good time, man.
No, that definitely. I can't wait to see all the content and videos. I know you're gonna go live, so I'm gonna try to make sure I missed it. I mean, I don't miss it, excuse me, when you go live, so I can jump in that stream. So that's good, bro. I'm glad you got that. Man. I'm a little jealous. I wish I can go with you.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on out there that weekend too. Like I think it's a UFC fight in the Sphere.
They're always fighting that.
In the Sphere. Like I think it's in the Sphere. So I don't know how true that is. I heard a couple people talk about it because I guess a lot of them were trying to find a way to get tickets. But yeah,
I would say this. That's the one thing I'm excited to get back to Vegas to see. Is the Sphere, because when I was there, they were building it the last time I was there. So I have not seen the Sphere with it on at night. So that is one thing. I'm so excited to see the Sphere, which will probably be the bachelor party come January. I won't probably be in Vegas before then. So that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to seeing when I get back. All right, Flight, to get this thing started, I sent you this story about a week ago. And it kind of caught both our attention. So we're just going to kind of get this stuff started before we get into our main stuff. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Don't ever miss when we go live. We having a good time tonight. We're going to be vibing. Y'all just kick back, get in the chat, man. Let's have some fun tonight. The couple's car rolls into the river while they're having sex. All right, so I want to make sure I read that again. So I don't need to read. Let me just explain to y'all what was going on. So there was two people in the car getting on, just like all y'all used to do back in y'all little thought days. When you staying at home with your parents and you just wanted to be spontaneous. And right. I guess the particular couple decided to go park by the river. And
because that's the safest place to be.
That was the safest place to be. I guess they forgot to put the emergency brake on.
Mm-hmm.
Or he was killing it
and shifted that thing to neutral.
He was hitting it so hard it went to neutral, and they rolled off into the. You know what's funny about this story? To me, what's funny about this story is putting yourself in that situation.
No, the panic.
Like you in the back seat and butt naked, trying to jump from the back seat to the front seat to try to stop the car. To me, that is the funny part about this story.
That's just hilarious, bro.
Trying to react because nobody does it in the front seat, so you had to go to the back. Now, what if you were I think this was a car, but what if you was like in an excursion or something and it had 3 rows, and now you got to hop over 2 rows to get to the break. Oh.
You got to hop over.
It says a man and woman. This is hype and hip hop Instagram. A man and woman engaging in hanky panky inside a vehicle were in for a surprise when the automobile they were in rolled into the Schuylkill River in Philadelphia. Officers with the Philadelphia Police Department responded to reports a vehicle parked on Kelly Drive rolled into a river near Columbus Bridge at about 4:45 a.m. Also, they was getting in and after the club.
Oh, that sounds like some side piece shit.
Facts. That could have been. That could have been
like facts. working that graveyard shift, just getting all type situation. I don't know. But close enough to a river though. Like there's no discrete.
Okay. Well, hold on.
Where you can park in a parking spot.
Right. you know, I remember seeing this post about it said the hardest part about car sex is trying to figure out where to park.
That is true.
And so he probably thought he was setting the mood. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull it by the water. So pull your. you trying to maybe set a scene? I don't know. You just don't anticipate the car rolling into the river.
It will pull you up by the water.
Well, this is my thing. In order for a car to roll, it had to be on a slope.
Yes.
It ain't roll on no flat surfaces.
I mean, once again, if it was close enough, which it sounded like it was,
and he was beating the brakes off.
Right, he shifted that thing into neutral because they still got the gear right there on the middle console.
It reminded me of the movie Soul Plane when it reminded me of the movie Soul Plane when what's her name? Sophia was showing them how to land the plane because she was sleeping with the pilot. And she don't know where the buttons was unless she was on her back. And that's what it reminded me of while she was sitting in the car. And then the car just rolled off. Raven said, oh, so they were co-workers getting off about to head home. Yep.
Yeah.
That could have been it.
That could be it. That very well could be it. I mean, I'm glad they okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot to say that part. Yeah. Nobody was harmed in the making of this video.
I'm glad they okay. I mean, that would have been a tough way to go out.
Nah, that definitely would have been a tough way to go out to you doing it. You get in the car and like drown or something. Yeah, that'd have been tough.
Yeah.
Try to explain that to the main chick. He was with who?
Oh, that would have been bad news.
Nah, that definitely been bad news.
It's crazy though. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine being in that situation.
And you know what? You're gonna like this transition. You know, speaking of this, just side pieces coming out after death. Just want to say, I think this happened. This happened between our last two shows, right? Yeah. So rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan, one of our legends that we grew up with, and
transition.
and he was, all jokes aside, he was an icon and made really big hits. I'm sorry, we had more time tonight. I would have probably did a Rich Homie draft like we did for B King, but nonetheless, we want to still pay our respects to Rich Homie Quan. But one of the big things coming out from Rich Homie Quan's death is the women that's going on social media and posting flirtatious pictures of him. And, I know Erica Banks
about this, but I didn't really look into it.
Okay. So I didn't really look into it either. So, I'm going to need the chat help too, but I do know a little bit because I knew some people were saying, I know somebody was telling me they was at the house this weekend that a lot of the stuff was old. Some stuff was old because I think he had like locks or twists or something, and this is when he had a fade. But I think Erica Banks was kind of recent. So Erica Banks, bust it. Erica Banks, she had posted, I guess, seemed like they had like a little something going on, and a lot of people were saying that was disrespectful. That you wait till this man die.
Oh, to say something and not
say something. But of course, a lot of controversy is over the 911 call that the girlfriend or whatever she was had when she called 911. In the call, a lot of people was talking about that and how she didn't really sound. I guess how in these situations people get upset because you don't sound like they would sound.
Right.
Oh my God, or they just, and she was calm but then when all this stuff came out, I said, well, now it makes sense why she was calm.
Wait, what? I replayed that something different. What did you say?
I said, now it makes sense why she was calm because she said that he was on the couch.
All right.
He was on. Raven said Raven send me stuff always. Stop sending me stuff. Dang, she said it quick. Hold on. But before I read that, Raven, so she was on. Apparently, he was on the couch, and then she went to look. It looked like he was sleeping. She went and put a blanket over him. Went took the kids' school, I guess, or something. They came back and saw that he was still in the same position. That's what prompted. I guess she turned him over. And he was foaming at the mouth.
That's crazy scene to walk into.
Oh, I seen this, Raven. I'll read this in a little bit. I seen that though. That would be a fun conversation. I'll read that in a little bit. But so yeah. So what's your take on all these? Like, what's your take on like these posting these pictures and I guess the side pieces coming out after death or something like that? We shouldn't
Death
have side
boost.
pieces at all, but you know what I mean.
Death boost. That's all it is, dog. Like, I haven't seen as many people show Rich Homie Quan love since. I be feeling like the man when I walk through. I haven't seen as many people show Rich Homie Quan that much love. Death boost. Now, I hate to say it, and don't get me wrong, this doesn't take away from Rich Homie Quan. Still an icon, still made hits. But everybody now, he passed. Everybody want to post about him.
You know what? I kind of, yeah. I definitely this is definitely a death boost because yes, Rich Homie Quan. Like, I don't know when the last time he made a song. I'm sure the music heads. He had one 2 weeks before he died. Okay, well, we didn't know that, but it seemed like he wasn't still doing the music thing like he was back in 2012 2013 and when he was really dominating the clubs.
I think he started transitioning to like what everybody is doing, like the streaming and content thing and like getting YouTube popping, and probably was still making music or whatever.
Gotcha.
But I mean, like, recently, and I say recently, like probably about 4-5 months ago, I seen him on like Kai and Duke Dennis's stream. So like
because I seen
he was making moves in that standpoint and everything. But as far as like music or any new music, I don't know too much about that or if he was doing any of that.
Yeah, I definitely with you on that. That death boost a mofo, man.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a term coined by the DCM channel. So if you hear it anywhere else, it came from the DCM channel first.
You need to trademark that.
Definitely need trademark death boost. I need to get a shirt made.
It's just what it is, though. I think that's just the reality. That's just how humanity is.
You're right.
I think it's just what it is. Like, I mean, you show your condolence, damn, RIP Rich Homie, but then like, people are talking about like, man, he made like what you did, but like they speaking of him like, he was doing stuff in the past like year that was like on the same wavelength of what he was when he was like really popping. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. It's just how it is, though.
That's just how things go.
Oh, Raven, that's a good point.
Yeah, I wanted to go to her other thing she said really quick when she said, but they said his brother said he fell asleep in the kitchen floor with food in his mouth, and he put him on the couch. And then now Raven, I just find it funny how the day after he was mentioned in the Young Thug case, he ends up dead. And of course, it's going to be the conspiracies as well. I know he did mention battling drug addiction. So, it's just, it's just one of them things, we just got to do better. You
got to do better.
We got to do better. But nonetheless, he did make good music that will live on forever.
Seemed like a dope human being.
Facts. I seen Ricky Smiley posted a video of him and them two. They was in the studio dance like some years ago before he even took over Tom Joyner. And he had his old studio back in Alabama or whatever he was at. But anyways, and he posted videos of them dancing and stuff, and it was just like he did seem like he was a dope person.
Yeah, he seemed like a cool personality, man.
None to be the ones though.
Yeah, I hate to see it happen.
The coolest people be the ones that's battling the most demons.
Yeah, very
go
true.
Around making everybody else happy and smiling and stuff like that. So, but you gotta find a better way. We gotta find a better way to deal with our pains, man.
Yeah,
than sipping lean
and popping pills.
Popping ecstasy.
It's definitely more constructive things to do with your time than that you can get stress or some type of joy out of.
Go get your feet done. Shoot, that relieved a lot of stress for me, for real.
Yeah, I mean, do something, just nothing that could potentially take your life. That would be a good start.
I got zero. What? Huh? Oh, I got. Okay, wait. So did he give you $100? I'm trying to see what she's. I got $100 Limelight. I remember Limelight on Sundays used to be popping back in the day. I definitely remember that. I remember being in that. That was one of them clubs, boy. It was you need to bring a muscle shirt.
And it was like that.
Oh man, I remember Limelight on Sunday. It was one of them spots that was popping. Oh girl, he was throwing 100. Girl, he thought you was a stripper. I thought he gave it to you like here go, go get you something to eat. Yeah, you picked it up off the floor. I thought you were trying to tell me how nice he was. he was giving out money. Girl, he was throwing it in there. you just so happened to catch it.
You got it framed?
That thing flooded right to you. Because it flooded right to you.
Do she have it framed?
Well, the death booster do that. Did you put it up in the frame?
Death booster.
Man, no, Raven, she spent that $100 the next day.
Nah, for sure. That definitely was a blessing.
The next day.
Definitely paid for a meal.
Definitely. That mud just flooded right to you.
That randomly reminded me, it was me and Kate was out and we had a it don't matter. That was nice. Me and Kate went out to eat and there was like we were sitting outside on the patio and it was like this object floating and it landed right by my feet and it was me and then like 4 women on the outside of the establishment, like outside of the gates looking. And I looked down and it was $100 bill that just floated from the balcony. I picked that thing up and tabbed out, used that cash, and I just said, "Thank you, God."
Mm-hmm.
So because you don't question where your blessings come from, you just thank him.
It probably rich homie. Since he just throw money around, he blessed you and Raven. Yeah, she said she went to the nail shop literally the next day. I knew she spent it the next day. But yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah, but Rich Homie, rest in peace to Rich Homie, man. We lost, so that means I think they said 30 days. We lost three. I know we lost B King, we lost Fat Man Scoop, and we lost Rich Homie Quan. Then we lost James Earl Jones, man, Mufasa.
Man, yeah, lost Mufasa, man. Legendary voice.
Bro, I seen something. I wasn't. This wasn't planned. But it just made me think of. I screenshotted it because I think I was gonna send it to bro, man. It says Mufasa's celebration of life, order of service. The processional is gonna be by King Triton and the Disney Royal Court. Opening prayer is gonna be Zeus. The Old Testament is gonna be Aladdin. The New Testament is Prince Charming. The selection is from the Muses from Hercules. We got special remarks from Nala, Zazu, and Rafiki.
Mm-hmm.
We got a selection from Pocahontas and Belle. Acknowledgements of cards and obituaries from who is this? Miss Potts.
Miss Potts.
We got a selection from Timon and Pumbaa. The eulogy will be done by Simba. And the recessional will be the Disney Mass Choir under the direction of Sebastian the Crab.
Oh my gosh.
The repast location is at Pride Rock.
Not Pride Rock.
Bro, I seen that and was cracking up, bro. I said, y'all not gonna do Mufasa like this. Y'all ain't do none of this for the nigga in the movie.
Exactly.
Y'all just skipped to when Simba ran away. But
man.
Nah, man, yeah, shout out to James Earl Jones, man. Big part of our childhood that went on to glory too. So yeah, we got this. Hey man, just hug your loved ones.
Got to
hug your loved ones. Moving on to Flight. This has been a big. Before we go down, let's talk about Tyreek Hill.
Oh,
so. Yeah, so Sunday morning, I told the story on the stream how Chad, I was in a good sleep and Chad just, oh my God, I'm like, what? I literally woke up like, what the freak are you? What's going on? And she was like, Tyreek Hill was arrested. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, so wait, what? And then she's like, oh, never mind, he gonna play.
Like, no, Like, you just woke me up for that?
Now I'm up. It was time for me to get up anyway, get ready for the
Right.
stream. But now I was up. But yeah, Tyreek Hill was detained Sunday morning in Miami on his way to the game. Of course, he got into an altercation with law enforcement. Law enforcement pulled him out on the ground, pulled him out of the car, placed him on the ground, put handcuffs on him. Calais Campbell, his teammate, who was about 6'8", 270, came over there, and they put him in handcuffs as well. It was a big old controversy. Of course, they let Tyreek go. Tyreek goes and plays in the game. The Dolphins win. The Tyreek Hill scores an 80-yard touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
He does a touchdown celebration with the hands behind his back, and his teammates arresting him. Then he goes into the press conference and says that he doesn't really know what happened, but what if he wasn't Tyreek Hill? That's what he's. I'm gonna use my platform, but what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? I guess insinuating that it could have gotten a lot worse.
Right.
But I think today or yesterday, they released the body cam footage of what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get a chance to get to look at it, Flight?
I have not. I stumbled across it, but I got pulled into a meeting.
So. Okay. So I did get a chance to see it. I saw it on another page that I was watching, but I did get a chance to see it, and of course you have. This is where Black people, we're split on a lot of things. We're gonna talk about something else that we're split on in just a little bit. But Black people are really split on a lot of things. Not but just people. Of course, right. You got the racial aspect of they were too aggressive and stuff like that. But then you got you got kind of like where I'm thinking like, I mean, just roll your window down and And so the cop approaches the car. And they knock on the window, and Tyreek is like, "You ain't got to knock on my window," or something like, "You ain't got to knock on my window like that," or something along them lines of. And then I guess he asked for the Tyreek raised the window down a little bit. I guess he gave him his ID, and then Tyreek here raised the window back up. And he has tint that's as black as my shirt,
right?
And so that was the whole thing. It was like, well, the cop said, roll your window down. You need to roll your window down. I'm going to actually get the car. And he was like, you know what? Matter of fact, get out the car. I guess Tyreek was taking his precious time. He was like, I'm getting out. Tyreek did say, I'm getting out. Hold on. He was on the phone with his agent.
Mm-hmm.
And so then the cops, when they open the door, of course the door goes up. So when the door went up, he pulled him out the car, placed him on the ground. You can hear Tyreek saying, they're taking me to jail. Because he was on the phone with his agent, which I think is Drew Rosenhaus. Who's like the big time agent in the NFL. So of course, I do see both sides of it. The object of a cop is to de-escalate the situation, but you also have a job, I think, to de-escalate it yourself.
Right. Like, why would you do anything that might entice the police officers? Like, just they ask you to roll the window down, just roll the window down.
Because apparently this was a speeding violation.
Oh yeah, man.
He's in the McLaren. He was only a block away from the stadium, I believe.
Right.
And he's in the McLaren, and I the way I look at it, I'm just like, man. First of all,
I don't get it. Just protect yourself, bro. Like, I understand. I get it, but like, bro, just let them go through it, bro. Just roll the window down. Let them say what they need to say. They gonna recognize you eventually,
which they did say. They did recognize that it was Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, like, it's just protect yourself though, man, because you don't know what could happen. Maybe they could have had the worst day. They don't care who you are, and the way you just popped off just pushed them over the edge. Like, who knows? Like, it's just protect yourself.
I want to make sure I make myself very clear to Black people. You won't be using me as an example, as a agenda to push this narrative forward. You won't be using me. I'm sorry. You won't catch me on a t-shirt and Darrell was shot by police officers because no, you're never gonna see it. You're never gonna see it because I'm gonna make sure I get out of there. As someone who's been in this situation before, where I was, where we were afraid of what could happen. We didn't even talk. So yes, I know it can still happen no matter if whatever, yeah, we was in that situation, but I also been in situations too where I remember one day I was coming home from from Austin. I was coming home for the weekend and I was riding through Prairie View and I was flying. Man, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. It was about the same time that couple went into the river, and I was flying down 290, and I remember I passed this cop of vroom. Man, I went ahead and just pulled over.
Yep.
I went ahead and just pulled over.
All you can do.
I literally went about another mile. I went ahead and just went. I swear to God, he didn't put his lights on or nothing. I just went ahead and pulled over, and he came up. And he ended up coming up behind me. He got behind me, and he came up to the car. I was jamming Luther Vandross. Never too much. Never too much. Too much. Cause when it's that late early in the morning, right. I had to roll the windows down and jam music. So that's what I really was jamming. So he walks up to the car and he was like, I see you went ahead and pulled over. I said, yeah, you got me. I said, yeah, you got me. And he laughed. And he said, you listen to some good music here. I said, yeah. I was hoping to help you not write me a ticket. and me and the officer, he ended up giving me a ticket, but I was wrong.
Right.
And I accepted that. And so it wasn't nothing to be fighting with. I was cranky. I was tired. But the fact that I pulled over already was funny to me too. So I couldn't stop laughing myself. Right. So I've been on both sides of law enforcement, and right. So just get home. You're a multi-million dollar superstar receiver that's getting ready to go play in 2 hours.
Like, get to the game safely, dog. Just get to the game. Matter of fact, you multi-millionaire. Have somebody drive you,
or just get the ticket and pay it.
That too. It's simple, bro. You're not strapped for cash, dog.
Like, but then let's we don't have anybody on the panel right now that's gonna say this. So let me say it for those people in the comments I've been reading.
Okay.
How do I want to word it? Basically, these people that are saying, well, why do we have to yes sir, and do that, why we have to appease the man, with the power, they were a little too aggressive, what do you have to say to that type of crowd? Like, why do we basically have to kind of button up and do all that before, in front of a cops? And
bro, I'll just look at it as manners. Like, but I mean, what are we talking about? Yes, sir, no, sir. After you entice the aggressiveness, like what are you mad about? Like, if you entice the aggressiveness, like, what do you expect to happen? Like, especially knowing the history of black people, but black men in general, and cops, knowing the history between them, why would you entice it? Like, why are you giving me the argument? Well, he was being aggressive because he enticed it. You didn't have to entice it. Did he come? Like, is there something I'm missing? Like, did the police officer come up to the like super aggressive? Like, if so, like, okay, but
I don't feel like that. I mean, but even if they did, if you come to me aggressive, and I got a game to get to, like, football means more than anything to me on the planet. Yeah. I'm trying to get to this game. Even if you did come to me aggressive, I'm still going. I'm gonna cut the car, roll it when it's a speeding ticket. I'm not gonna make it much worse than it is. I'm in the McLaren. Give me this ticket. I would be arrogant with it because I'm in the McLaren. Okay, give me this ticket, man. I can pay this crap. Come on.
Yeah, I know what I did. Just
yeah. Come on, give me the ticket so I can go, man. I gotta get to a game. Do you know who I am? Tyreek Hill. I'm the real Petrie, man. Give me the ticket so I can go to the game.
Right, like
that would be more. I think how I probably realistically is probably how I would have handled it. Knowing I got to get to the game, knowing I'm a superstar, knowing I'm about to be on the field. Hey, make sure when you get off your shift, you turn me on your TV so you can see me scoring these touchdowns. That. I'm
matter of fact, you need something for me to sign?
Yeah. Here, you want me to sign here? I'll sign your ticket, but here I'll sign your gun.
What's your kid's name? Right.
Let me sign your baton.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
take pictures with cops.
I get that, but I get, like, the argument that everybody's trying to make. It's just like, but to your point, multi-millionaire football, NFL superstar.
Oh, they're number one.
Number one amongst your peers. Like, bro, just don't do anything to put yourself in a position to where you may not be able to make it to your job, or worse, make it home. Like, just it could have all been so simple. That's how I look at it.
Right.
On
both parts, though.
Yeah, both parts for sure. Both parts, absolutely. Not saying that the cops are in the right, because they're not. Like, definitely could have been handled a different way. It's like, just I don't know, man. I personally did, but also I'm I wasn't in that particular situation, so
I am going to get back to my family. Y'all not have to put me on a t-shirt and add me to a list of names.
Right.
You
That's
know,
how I feel.
I'm sorry. You call
Not
me what
doing
you
it.
want, but it ain't happening.
Not doing it.
But staying on the NFL. Of course, this weekend also, I don't remember them announcing it this early normally, but also this weekend, Kendrick Lamar was announced as the Super Bowl halftime performer. So,
Yeah.
first of all, what's your take on just Kendrick Lamar in general performing at halftime of the Super Bowl?
I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. Obviously, the only names we've heard, I'm not gonna say the only names, but the names we've been hearing the most of is Drake and Kendrick. And Kendrick absolutely did what he needed to do. And he's been having a very, very successful year with having, Not Like Us and doing the whole Amazon concert, and it's just running up numbers on streaming platforms. It makes sense. I mean, he's a worldwide mega star, in the words of Jay-Z or something like that. Who has great music and is great at performing. So I just find it funny that there's also a huge rap superstar that happens to be from New Orleans that could have headlined the Super Bowl. But I get it. I'm not mad at it. Kendrick's having a hell of a year. Not mad at it. Now, before you speak, I need you to put all biasness aside. Just cut and dry, because I know where you stand. I'm gonna need you to put all biases aside and deliver how you feel about Kendrick Lamar headlining the Super Bowl.
Kendrick Lamar had okay. All right, how do I want to put this? I believe Kendrick Lamar does have good songs. He has an amazing album. I guess when I think about the Super Bowl, I think about hits. I think about songs that's going to get people out their seats. I think Kendrick Lamar is a great lyricist and can put, and he has songs where he can put stuff together and da 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 da, and change his voice up and do all this other kind of stuff. But I don't see him putting on this epic halftime show. Besides the song he just made, Not Like Us. That is going to be the livest song. Of course, if he plays at the Super Bowl, God, my God. I remember when I used to tease Meek Mill fans because Drake was nominated for a Grammy. But now if Kendrick goes and performs this song at the Super Bowl in front of 100 million people, that's not fair, man. That's not fair. It's not fair. Like, he shouldn't even be able to do that song. Like, I cannot imagine 100 million people talking about A minor, everybody across the world at the same time.
They go do the camera cuts like they did at the concert too.
What?
Anime cuts. They go do the anime cuts.
But God, first of all, I want to know how I feel. I want to know how Drake feels. Of seeing this. What would be epic though if he? I know this would be crazy, but if he was to bring out Drake. And it would that would be legendary. But we know that's not going to happen.
That would be insane. Everybody's talking about how they're upset about Kendrick and why we'll get to it, I'm sure. But obviously, let's talk. Super Bowl is in New Orleans.
Well,
and everybody wants to see Lil Wayne.
I don't. Let me tell you something. I listen. I love Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne. I really do. Lil Wayne is probably my second favorite rapper. I am a Drizzy fan. I love Drizzy. I love Wayne. I really do. I just cannot see Lil Wayne, not the solo act at the Super Bowl.
Why do you say that? Or you don't think it can't be a hits thing. Right.
I don't necessarily think it's a hits thing, but I mean, you got the Go DJ. You got some songs that I feel like would be Super Bowl appropriate, I guess, in a sense. But I don't know. I just don't see Wayne. Wayne really ain't a performer. Now, where Wayne would have been epic is he would have probably brought out Cash Money. He would have probably brought out Birdman and them. He probably would have brought out what's his Cash Money, but he would have probably brought out Nicki.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he would have brought out Drake. I think Drake would have been too big of a star to share the stage with. It'll be almost like when Coldplay brought out Bruno and Beyonce. People forget that was a Coldplay halftime show.
It's very true.
That was a Coldplay halftime show that Bruno and Beyonce shut down.
Mm-hmm.
Literally shut down. He wasn't even on stage. He don't even got songs with them.
Yeah, that's very true.
Normally people got songs with these people that they'll bring on stage, or they'll do like kind of like Usher. He brought out her, and her did the guitar for, was it Superstar? I think whatever it was, but he had, that's how it kind of was, but or it was a theme, like a West Coast theme, like so that's where you had with Dr. Dre and all them, but I just don't see Wayne necessarily putting on the show by himself. And Wayne's solo songs, Wayne's biggest songs are the mixtapes.
I mean, that's the most, I think that we say that because that was like core memories of us growing up.
Well, I mean, I think if you take, that's why I think people like mixtape Wheezy is different than album Wheezy.
Very true.
I mean, the Carter 2 is one of my favorite albums, but what Carter 2 ain't got no Super Bowl performable songs, except is that the one with the Carter 2 is with that's not what Go DJ on there. The Carter 2, the Carter. Okay, I forgot what it was.
Carter 2 has like Money on My Mind. Fireman on there.
I think Fireman. It's one of them songs on like the
Fireman is. I think Fireman is on there for sure.
But I don't know if I want Kendrick either. I don't know if you're gonna put a full rapper on there. You almost have to go with somebody like a Drake, and let me explain why. Because Drake's songs go for everybody.
True.
Like Drake can go from Stay Scheming to Just Hold On, We're Coming Home. Started from the bottom. Now you can that seems more halftime. That seems more halftime show appropriate. I'm taking my bias out.
No, I mean I get where you're coming from.
A halftime perspective.
Mm-hmm.
That seems more halftime. What now? Let me ask you a question. Then I want you to answer my question. I'm gonna turn it over to you. What songs is Kendrick going to do that you think he's going to do? I mean, we had this conversation. We found out about Usher. So, what do you think of what songs Kendrick is going to do that that he'll pick at the Super Bowl? Besides Not Like Us, because he's definitely going to do
all of this songs. Well, Euphoria is too long, but he'll probably have a little bit of Euphoria in there,
like a little snippet.
Yeah, probably have Not Like Us. He'll have Humble.
Yeah, I can see that one. Okay.
He'll have Swimming Pools.
Okay.
DNA probably. Loyalty.
I was just that's when I was just thinking in my head.
And then also I think he got, like, if I'm not mistaken, let me see. He got some verses with some pop stars out there.
You think he'll do like that?
Maybe. He might. I'm trying to figure out what this song is. He'll bring, you know what happened? And that's exactly what I thought it was. Kendrick Lamar brings out Taylor Swift.
They do got that song together.
I would not be surprised if I see Kendrick Lamar bring out Taylor Swift.
Now that you say
I won't be surprised if Kendrick bring out Lil Wayne either, because they got a song together too.
I don't see Lil Wayne performing with him after all this.
I think it's been, I'm not gonna say blown out of proportion, but it's been too much in the news cycles.
Well, I'm gonna finish this part. Then I got some tweets of certain people, but So the Taylor Swift is an interesting one because NFL, we're not gonna make Taylor Swift the sole performer.
But
No, that's too obvious. That's too obvious.
It's too obvious.
That's too obvious. I'm really surprised. Let me tell you something about the NFL. I'm really surprised they went black. Again, let me say again.
I get why people are surprised. I'm not too surprised because Jay-Z is over it all. And there was basically video footage of how he went in there and kind of strong-armed and said what needs to be done. And he has full control over who the halftime performances is. So it doesn't really shock me that there's another black performer. I get it and I understand it. And there's part of me that's like, damn, it's really going to be another black performer. But when I realize who's over the halftime performances, it kind of takes away from that initial shock.
And hip hop is so multicultural now. You know, like I know people say they go to Wayne concerts and there's nothing but white people in the crowd.
Yeah.
Nothing but white people in the crowd. You know, hip hop has transcended. You just think about college football, the game that just came out. What is the song that these stadiums are singing at these universities? The Mo-Bama. Calling. Yeah. I say this, bro. I've never witnessed this, but I'm almost 100% sure. No white boy saying nigga, a young nigga. And listen, in that moment, you just got to go with it. It's 100,000 of them. You just gotta go with it.
Yeah,
but it's so lit though, and so it has. You think about the TikTok generation that we live in, $1 Million Baby, the Glow, the Cardi, all these artists and stuff. It's not just black people anymore. This is for everybody.
Yeah.
But and I don't know. I don't know. I like I think Kendrick is a dope artist. I just, when it comes to the Super Bowl, I'm interested to see. I'm sure he's gonna do an awesome job. I'm sure it's gonna be lit. I'm sure he's a hell
of a performer though.
Right. And he's not gonna bring on, he's not gonna do the Rihanna and bring nobody.
Yeah.
You know, he's not gonna do that. So it's just a matter of trying to see how this goes out. But as far as Lil Wayne, my big question with Lil Wayne, why wasn't all this when Lil Wayne, when they was in the last time and they was in New Orleans? What Super Bowl was that in New Orleans? It was the one, the Beyoncé, when the lights went out.
That was in New Orleans?
That was in New Orleans. That was at the Superdome.
Oh.
Am I right?
I think so. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, Superdome.
Yeah.
2013.
That was when the lights went out, when they was like, oh, there's a football game at Beyonce's concert. Yeah, that
was a lit ass halftime show.
No, she killed it as always. And the lights when that's when the 49ers came storming back.
Yep.
And they lost on the 1 yard line or something like that. Ray Lewis had a fourth. They had not on the 1 yard line, but they had a fourth down in the goal line to win the game. But that was Ray Lewis' second Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah, when she was dressed like the Black Mafia. I thought the Black Mafia was when she performed with Coldplay.
Really? Wasn't that early when she performed with Coldplay? Wasn't that early?
What was it when she had the? Where was it when she had the X?
I think that was that.
No, that was the Coldplay performance. When she had the X, and she was starting on the field. Now let's get in formation.
Oh, yeah,
that was that Super Bowl. Is that the Black Mafia we're referring to? I can't remember what she wore in New Orleans, honestly. But if we're talking about when she had that X strap, she was looking like the Black Panthers or whatever. That was the Coldplay. That's when she had the dance battle with Bruno.
Yeah,
I don't remember what that Super Bowl was.
Black and gold. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but she killed it. But yeah, the Super Bowl in New Orleans is where. So why was it? Why were we mad? Why were we mad at Beyonce? And Lil Wayne was more relevant then.
Because everybody likes to do an ode now, like pay homage.
I think too. Then you had because where was Super Bowl at last year?
Phoenix.
Was it? It wasn't in Atlanta, was it?
I don't know.
No, it was in Vegas.
or Vegas. Was
It
it?
was in Vegas.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because the NFL war. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was in Vegas.
Vegas. What?
So,
Phoenix was the year before then, huh?
but this is
Then
my.
LA.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
But the reason why I brought that up was because last year Usher performed. Usher's from Atlanta.
Also,
He had a residency in Vegas, but
but
he's
once
from
again-
Atlanta.
once again, residency in Vegas. Also, paying homage. Confessions was out 20 years ago that year.
But as far as being a local artist of the city,
How many people is popping that's Super Bowl halftime performance worthy that's from Vegas?
well, that's true too. But that still doesn't change the fact that I'm sure the Super Bowl gonna go to Atlanta one year.
Well, yeah. I mean, they get ludicrous. I don't know. Outcast.
with the big arms. With the Ludacris with the big arms.
and Ludacris already did an NFL performance. Random, I forgot what that was for.
It was for Usher.
Game. No, there was something in Atlanta they did. It
Oh,
was
I'm
like an
sorry.
Atlanta Falcons game.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Trump. It's not a hometown thing. Like, just because the Super Bowl is in your hometown doesn't give you the birthright to perform at the Super Bowl.
Right, yeah. And we come back to say that's what,
That's the whole point I was making.
That's the whole point. But also, I honestly believe that, like, we're in an era to where we, like, our generation, us growing up, wants to pay homage. Like, we keep trying to go back to that. Like, it's kind of like what everybody has done before is we want to pay homage to who, or give them their flowers while they still here type of situation. I think that's why. Same thing with Usher. Usher, 20-year mark of Confessions, has a residency, and he started popping with all how the residency was going. Pay homage, let him do it, highlight it. I think they kind of trying to do the same thing with Wayne. Same thing with the 50 years of hip-hop in LA. And they did that whole collective.
And then Lil Wayne's lyrics, man. Like, come on now.
I mean, he gonna have to play all radio hits. Lollipop.
Listen, and don't get me wrong. There are some, like, if he was to come out with a Millie would.
Well, a Millie was getting played for sure.
A Millie was gonna get played for sure, and a Millie, Go DJ, Fireman, them three for sure. I can definitely have seen.
What's the song with T-Pain? Got Money.
Oh yeah, I can see that one.
Play. Like Wayne has some Super Bowl halftime worthy songs,
but to carry for 20 minutes.
Is it 20?
I don't know, 15 maybe.
I mean, because if it's 15, you think about it, that's 3 songs.
Well, you know how the Super Bowl go flight. They be flipping.
Well, because they
be going through they gonna try to get about 12 songs.
So they'll play a verse of like, or 16 or 8 bars of
excuse my
37 songs. Ain't that what Rihanna did?
Yeah.
Rihanna did. The Weeknd did that.
I did not like that Weeknd. I don't listen to his music, so I didn't care for it.
Oh, you don't mess with the Weeknd?
I don't really care for Weeknd.
I feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think but as far as Lil Wayne, back to what we were just saying, it's not a birthright. I think, because of what they did in LA with Snoop and Dre and all them, I think that was just a little different because they are hip hop, for the most part. Like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, all of them just such a big thing. But if the Super Bowl is going to Detroit, they're not going to have Eminem as the halftime performer. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not. Yeah. I'm sorry. I love Eminem, but they're not going to have Eminem as the halftime performer.
Yeah, true.
They're just not. I mean, we all love Eminem. Eminem can rap, but just Eminem don't have songs like that, especially not recently. Are you gonna hear da 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 da? What's the one he had a long time ago? I'll be your Superman. What was it?
Superman?
Is it that's what it was? Super? Yeah. Man, Eminem ain't got a.
I want you to. I think I love you.
That's it. Yeah.
I think I love you too.
Yeah. I love Eminem, but he would not be performing at Super Bowl in Detroit.
Nah, yeah, I don't.
He's not. No, excuse me. He will not headline.
Right.
He will not headline in Detroit. But will he come out and make an appearance? Do I feel like this is where I think the difference is? Do I feel like you can owe somebody an appearance?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what I think Lil Wayne gonna do.
but I think he would have before all this.
Right.
You know.
Never know.
But then can Wayne do that when Drake your boy?
I mean, I guess
is
there's
that
been
not
video.
another conversation?
There's been video footage of apparently of Lil Wayne jamming and Not Like Us.
I think I've seen that too.
So I mean, it is what it is.
I feel like, dang, Drake is just by himself, man. Drake is just
he's starting to look like that last episode of Fresh Prince
when he just sitting in the living room.
He's starting to look like that. I mean, shit, Drake dropping bangers, the 100 gigs and everything.
I haven't listened to it.
I
never did listen to it. Yeah, I never did listen to it.
You know, they was on his head top because the first song after Not Like Us and everything, that whole beef was like some Hey There Delilah remix thing that he did on some Canadian artist song.
Yeah.
And people was frying him, and then he came out with 100 gigs. So I don't know. I think Drake about to come with some fire. Ain't no way Drake is just gonna go out like that.
But if you're Drake, when do you release this fire? You have to almost go 0 Dark 30 for like a year and a half now.
Yeah.
Because you can't really do it before the Super Bowl.
Nah, you can't, because you got to wait till after the Super Bowl.
But then you got to wait months after the Super Bowl, because if he puts on this performance and now the whole world is going to hear Not Like Us, even though the whole world's already hearing it because it's used in marketing, it's used in TikTok, it's used all over the place. But I feel like he has to drop his album 2026 or fall of 25.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, at this point, I can't deal with it. I can't do a Drake album before the end of the year, because when Kendrick does the Super Bowl, it's gonna get canceled.
What happens if he has an album? He got albums in the works, so like he dropped one before the end of the year, but then has some like crazy heat after Super Bowl. Like he dropped like 12:01 Monday on some random shit after the Super Bowl, and it'd be just crazy heat. You don't think that's possible? Like he has potential to drop 3 in 6 months.
Let me tell you why I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Because I think Kendrick Lamar is gonna drop an album with the Super Bowl.
You think who?
Kendrick Lamar is gonna drop an album with the Super Bowl.
I can see that.
Because this is generally
how it goes.
Right. And well, that's one exactly what I'm thinking. But then 2, this is the hottest you're ever gonna be. The Super Bowl is the pinnacle.
Yeah, you're right.
As far Super Bowl as the entertainer,
yeah,
right.
Bowl is like that, yeah.
The Super Bowl is the pinnacle. This is the dream. To
you know how crazy
Super Bowl.
You know how crazy that is that Kendrick Lamar is headlining the Super Bowl. Now Drake and J. Cole can't really say they're as big as the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Me and Drizzy, this shit like the Super Bowl. You don't know how that feels, bud. But Kendrick will. That's crazy. That's insane.
Nicki Minaj took to Twitter because she was pretty upset that Kendrick was chosen over
Lil
Wayne. And this is what she said. Denying a young black man what he rightfully put into the game for no other reason but your ego. Your hatred for Birdman, Drake, and Nicki got you punishing Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, the GOAT? Nola, what's good? Eminem stood firm on having 50 Cent come out. A white man, it's just sad. House nigga things. But it's good for him. No loyalty? Well, then niggas will keep sunning you. LMAO, I don't know. She typed weird. But then she said, and by the way, you don't know half of what Lil Wayne has done for me and others. Wayne had Drake and I on his tour with no paper sign. He was on all of my mixtapes with no paper sign. This man has literally changed the face of hip-hop. The hair, too. He inspires so many to tat their faces and get locks. Inspire your faves to want to be great MCs. He never was in this for the money. It's always been for the love of music. Gag City, DC tonight. Okay, whatever. God forbid if Lil Wayne was to leave this earth right now, the culture would be in mourning. That's why so many people keep saying to give our legends their flowers while they are still around to smell them. Sitting around all day playing games with people's life and legacy. God ain't sleep. G. Robinson, you will learn that too very soon. So she was taking direct shots at Jay-Z.
Hey Raven, that's hilarious, dog. Raven out of pocket. Nikki opinion don't count. She just mad at the minor line.
Probably so.
That's funny.
And Nick, I know who was it? Was it Boosie? Like a lot of people were speaking of. Boosie spoke. Juvenile spoke. I just want to know
but to my
all
point,
y'all
to
at
like I
2012.
said, to my point I made earlier, Nikki said it. That's what they want to do. Give the legends they flowers while they still here to smell them. That's what it's about. That's why I think that's why a lot of people are upset. It's because of that.
Boosie said, all y'all acting like y'all cool with how they planning for the Super Bowl. Shaking my head. The most cultural city in the U.S., New Orleans. It's a smack in the face to every hip-hop legend from Louisiana. Master P, Birdman. This shows they never wanted y'all to kick in the door in the first place because they still trying to lock it. Super Bowl 22 was in Cali, and Cali artists was allowed to do their thing. It was a great show. But now it's in Louisiana, and no Louisiana legends can't do their thing. That was Lil Boosie.
It's the same thing. It's a legend in the rap game who they feel deserve their flowers, and they want to be able to give the flowers to them while they can still smell and receive them. That's what it's about. That's really the main issue.
So Super Bowl in Houston, we're gonna put Slim Thug and them up there.
That's what people are going to want. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen.
Right.
I'm saying that's what people want. That's all it's about. That's how I feel. That's why I feel that people are in an uproar. It's because we're in this age where we give flowers to the legends while they still can receive them, because we've seen too many of them in the past go before we're able to. And that's been the biggest thing probably in the last 5 years for sure that I've noticed it, is that now all of a sudden people you get a certain person of stature that say we need to be able to give flowers to people that so they can receive them while they still here. That's been a big thing in the culture now. So that's what it comes down to. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just whether it's, work, entertainment, movies, whatever the case may be. People are really big on giving flowers to legends while they're still here and they can receive them. That's the reason why people are in uproar. No Lil Wayne in New Orleans, that's a rap legend. He needs to be able to receive his flowers. That's what I'm saying. I believe that too, Raven. He still could come out and perform. It's not like he headlined. They just want him to headline so it could really be the ultimate sign of respect for a legend in the game. That's why they want the headline to be Lil Wayne. He's still going to be out there to perform, though. I honestly believe he's going to come out for a song.
Yeah,
took it and ran with it. That's generally what happens in social media. That is,
especially on Black Twitter.
Yeah, in social media, they see one thing, they're just gonna take it and make it bigger than what it really is.
But boy, how quickly everybody turned on Jay-Z.
Quickly. It's I get it, because obviously there's been some underlying beef between. I think there was a little beef between Jay-Z and Wayne back when Wayne was popping, the whole best rapper alive thing. I think that all got squashed, and there was some beef with Jay-Z and Drake, and I think all of that got squashed. So I think that's why Nicki is so pressed about it. I don't know, man. Obviously there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we aren't privy to, but
and Nicki probably pressed about it too, because that was her opportunity, because most likely she was going to be on that stage.
1000%. Yeah, for sure. She was definitely going to be on that stage.
And now she can hang that over. But Nicki can't talk about nobody.
I think Drake would have been on that stage too, as much as we said that's a bigger artist, and I get where you were coming from on that, but it would have been a big reunion, something that everybody wanted to see for sure if Lil Wayne gonna be on there. That's what everybody's expecting.
And Nicki be beefed up with everybody. She just don't get along with nobody. Whether you Lotto, you Glow, you Cardi, you Meg. Nicki just don't get along with nobody. Yeah, you lucky I can't find that audio. I ain't even gonna look for it. I'm gonna let him go. What your dead mama? What your dead mama? God dang, that's the most brutal diss I've ever heard.
No, I gotta find
it. Let me see.
Dog, that will forever be hilarious, dog.
She was wrong for that.
Oh my gosh. Damn. That's so disrespectful, dog.
Nah, Nikki that's definitely one of the most disrespectful. I think I ended up deleting all that stuff off my computer, trying to figure out. But yeah, that was hilarious though. That I know it's on my Dropbox for sure, but that was hilarious. That whole interaction. But nonetheless, I do think it's gonna be an awesome halftime show.
Yeah,
and I just think they probably could have I don't know, and then if they went rap, I don't know where they could have went. Kendrick is the most popular artist in the world right now. I mean, if you don't go Kendrick, you have to go Drake. I mean, you can't go get Moneybag.
I mean, I don't think it would have been rap.
I'm
if
really
they couldn't get Kendrick,
yeah.
and if they couldn't get Kendrick, and if the whole reason why Wayne isn't performing is beef, I think he probably would have just went somewhere to a whole nother different genre of somebody who's popping. Probably would have went too soon.
The country artist.
A country artist, or probably would have got somebody like Sabrina Carpenter, who's been taking music by storm. Like, I think I read something where she just dropped the album, and I think I don't know how many songs tracks are on the album, but she had 9 or 10 songs off that album in the top 50. Out of those 10, 5 of them were in the top 10, and 2 of those 5 were 1 and 2. Like, it's insane. So that would probably be if he couldn't get Kendrick, and if that was actually beef with Wayne, he probably would have went and got her.
And the country superstar Morgan
Wallen.
Yeah,
I see where you're going.
Yeah, the country superstar.
Yeah,
yeah.
I see where you're going with this.
Well, I really wasn't thinking that, but Mitch had talking about him the other day, and we were just talking about like how like he's becoming like he's like the next like big thing. But I guess if you're the next, you can't perform at the Super Bowl. You need to be it. You need to be it already. But someone that is already it.
Which I honestly like. There's a lot of definitely Morgan Wallen. He definitely would have brought a crowd out for sure.
Yeah. Shoot, the way got doggone George Strait did College Station.
I mean, yeah, bro.
George Strait,
he would have been crazy. Like, yeah. There's artists out there that
I don't know if they've done country at the Super Bowl. It just maybe for the national anthem.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, country ain't Super Bowl worthy.
There's got to be rock, or there's got to be rock,
R&B, or hip hop.
Wouldn't even say R&B.
I said it because of Usher. Pop,
and I mean, but
pop.
There we go.
Pop.
Because now, like what we feel like is R&B is really pop. What we feel like is pop is really R&B. So it's like
I think Drake would be a dope halftime show.
Drake would be a dope halftime show because he could touch
everybody,
the masses. Like he's all up and down the genre. So
just hold on, we're going home. Thank you. That like Drake was. I can see because I know he would come out with that. Started from the bottom, now we here.
No, for sure.
While coming up from the bottom of the stage, started from the bottom.
Something crazy. He definitely would put.
I know this would make a lot of people mad.
Would,
but Drake performing at a Houston Super Bowl.
That would make a lot of people mad.
That would make a lot of people mad.
But also for the city of Houston,
facts.
He bringing people out. It's gonna be the rodeo all over again.
Facts. He would shut down the Super Bowl.
He would shut down Super Bowl in Houston for sure.
Yeah, most watched Super Bowl performance ever. But we gotta let Kendrick do his thing because after Not Like Us, you're gonna have to take a couple years to recover.
Yeah, 0 Dark 30.
0 Dark 30 for sure. Speaking of recover, Beyonce might not ever recover or maybe not go ever back to country music because she was not nominated for no country music awards, no CMA awards. Beyonce had her country album where what was that song that was on there? How that song go?
This ain't Texas.
Thank you. This ain't Texas. Woo! Yeah. So,
no hold down.
But she was number 1 on a lot of the charts and still received no nominations. Do you think this is the Country Music Association shunning her out?
Man, it could be. They probably. I don't know. I don't know. It's it's weird because I just know Beyonce from R&B and pop. Like, so I still can't fully accept that that's a country album. Like, I'm so used to hearing Beyonce on an R&B type, pop type vibe. So I don't know. Like, I don't really care, to be honest with you.
Beyonce for country music is what Caitlin Clark is for the WNBA. I don't care if she's the best. She brings eyes to the genre.
And I definitely agree with you on that.
Beyonce
is going to bring, but that's the thing about Beyonce, right? It doesn't matter what it is. She's going to do well and bring eyes in whatever she touches.
And I think people also could be looking at it, she's a monopoly.
Yeah.
She's a monopoly. She's taking over. You can't have everything. Now you got your normal genre, then you hopped on and rap with Meg Thee Stallion and murdered her on her own song. Now you can't come to country and have a hit talking about this ain't Texas. Like I
listen to it. Like I'm not against it. It's just hard for me to accept it. That's it. Like I believe that it's country. It's just hard for me to accept that's what she did. Not saying that the album was terrible or anything. It's just hard for me to accept that she went.
It's hard to hear Beyonce in the country.
It's hard to hear Beyonce on a country vibe. Like that's it.
Well, we've been hearing Beyonce, got a big ego. It's too big. It's too wide. It won't fit. It did her,
All right, dude. We've heard all like
when you go from that to this ain't Texas.
Yeah, let me upgrade you to
That's one of my favorite Beyonce songs, though. Hey, a Beyonce draft got to happen in the future.
Partition.
Like
a Beyonce draft. Bro, you can't go wrong. I don't think.
I think one of my most underrated Beyonce. I know this conversation kind of changed a little bit. I think one of my most underrated Beyonce songs, is "Listen."
That's a great song.
Listen, because I can't stand the narrative that Beyonce can't sing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, have y'all not heard her on Listen? Have you not heard her on Halo? Have you not heard her on Dangerously in Love?
Yep.
That girl was singing her heart out. I've heard people sing Lenny Williams, Cause I Love You. Lenny sung his but Lenny, Lenny was singing on that song. And Beyonce's Dangerously in Love, boy, you can hear her crying. And when she's singing that song, them two songs where you can feel the emotion behind them songs. So no, we're not drafting right now.
No, that's
Raven said she wants to be in that draft, so we might have to do it. It might be a good 3-team draft.
Raven, you know what? We'll get two Beyonce just like
Raven. Remind me when you come on the show. That'll be the draft we do for your episode.
That would be insane.
That would remind me. Just remind me. I got a lot on my mind. Remind me about that, and we'll make sure that the Beyonce draft. But just if we had to preview it, it's just Upgrade is a favorite. I love Cuff It, one of her newest songs. Like I said, Halo is such a hit.
Cuff It, she went crazy.
Went stupid on that mug. So
she went stupid on. Tell me that Partition though. Formation, she went crazy.
Formation, like it's gonna the Beyonce track gonna be live. Beyonce track gonna be extra live.
10.
That's gonna be 30 songs.
I mean, she got a major catalog.
We'll do 7. We'll do 7 rounds of Beyonce. So I think I can get a strong 7.
I think I'll be able to get a strong 7.
Yeah, that we'll do 7. We'll do more than 5, but we ain't doing 10, right? But no, Beyonce is just a legend in her own. I love Beyonce.
For sure, yeah, man. She's great.
There's some songs I probably can't even think of at the moment that I
know for a fact there's some songs I can't think of at the moment.
It's bothering me now. It is really bothering me because
insane though.
Huh?
That would be an insane draft for sure.
No, that definitely.
I'm kind of excited about the draft. Now I'm about to go down a Beyonce rabbit hole and just go back and listen to all of her music.
Deja. Oh my God! How
Vu.
How can I forget my favorite song? The song that I want to get danced to at the wedding. Dance for You.
Oh.
Tonight I'm gonna dance for you. Oh, whoa, whoa. Best thing I never had. The closer I get to you with her and Luther, the closer I get to you. Love on Top. When she hit the different keys. All right, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll go.
Yeah, Raven said we pre-gaming and cheating. I'm sorry, I'm gonna shut up. I'm ready for that draft. I'm ready for that draft.
Cheating is funny. I mean, honestly, I think once again, to Raven's point, I don't know if she even submitted her music for it. Last closing thoughts on it. If she did submit her music for it and she didn't get nominated, I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that could go back and forth.
Right.
For me, I just personally don't associate Beyonce with country. The album was still really good, and I think she could have got nominated for an award. But it's just I just can't accept that Beyonce is country. That's just my personal opinion.
Well, I don't want her to get a CMA award because she'll show up to that awards, but we're nominated for a BET award. Yeah. And all of a sudden she busy.
Very, very. That's very true as well.
All of a sudden, Beyonce's not here to accept the award, so I will accept it on her behalf. Man, please, man.
Yeah, bro.
Why are you always busy in June? Hey, speaking of watch parties, I definitely want to do a watch party for the BET Awards next year.
That would be lit.
Because I be watching and I'm always live tweeting it. I'm always live tweeting on the page. Yeah, I know you probably be saying I love live tweeting the BET Awards. But to actually do a watch party for the BET Award, I think it'll be hilarious.
Nah, yeah.
And I think that'd be a good time. But anyways,
I'm with that.
That would be a lot of fun.
Do that.
No, man. Yeah, that's my real closing thoughts is, I don't know if this is country music shaming her out. I do think they should embrace her. Mm-hmm. They should bring her in closer, let her use her to elevate the brand.
For sure.
I don't think it's something that she wanted to stick into. I just think it's something that she just wanted to. Maybe it was like when you've done it all, you try to think of stuff you haven't done before.
Yeah.
That's all it comes down to. I wouldn't be surprised if she dropped a Spanish album. Una vez hablando le platonizo le todo sol. La blezo de lonita. Oh man, please, boy.
No.
I was telling my coworker. I told my coworker I love the mariachi band at the Texas game. When you go, you're gonna see what I'm talking about.
You be turned up.
Man, they be I love the mariachi band. I don't know what they saying, but it sound good. It just make me, and I just love looking at my Latino brothers and sisters. I love looking at how excited they get.
Oh, that's so funny, bro. But they do be turned up though.
Nah, definitely. I love my Latino brothers and sisters when the mariachi band, because I just love how excited they get because this is for them. Like it don't even about what I think. I just listen to the
Supposedly Act 3 is supposed to be rock. I can see I can.
Lil Wayne did rock. I am not a human being. Now that coochie for lunch.
No, that's right.
He can't be at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, bro.
He can't be at the Super Bowl.
Out of here, dog.
Yeah, he can't be at the Super Bowl. Coochie for lunch.
Just out of here.
Nah, man. Them white people gonna be mad. I hope everybody had a great time. I hope y'all can't wait for Beyonce's Spanish album because I surely can't wait. We got a draft coming up too, a Raven. Whenever she comes on the show, we're gonna do a draft, on Beyonce's songs. It's gonna be an epic draft. It'll be our first 3-man draft too. 2 men and 1 woman, not 2 girls in 1 cup. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Really quick. Hold on, just really quick. We got. I want to do an hour and 30-minute show. We had an hour and 28. Okay, just hear me out real quick. I want you to answer me this: how did you first find out about the 2 girls in 1 cup?
Friends.
And they was like, "Hey, did they tell you what it was?
Have you seen it?" It was like 2. I was like, "No, what is it?" It's like it's super funny, bro. Okay. Seen it. Hurt.
Okay, but let me ask you, did you finish it?
No, I couldn't finish it.
That was like, hey,
I could not
Casey.
finish it.
But hope y'all had a good time with us today, man. We appreciate everybody for coming out. Don't forget, we have episode 90. Are we here next week? I know you're in Vegas. Are we here?
No,
Tuesday?
yeah, I'll come back Monday.
Okay, so episode 95 will be on Tuesday. Make sure y'all come back and join us. It's gonna be an awesome time. We'll let you know in any future watch parties coming up. We do have the presidential debate on right now, so y'all please leave us and go. I know a lot of y'all, there wasn't a lot of people in the chat today. I know y'all watching that debate, and I ain't mad. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad. I wanted to get this content out no matter what. So we're gonna go tune into this debate. Chaz texted me and said Kamala is wiping the floor with Trump right now. So I gotta go see what's going on. See what my man DT is over there doing. you know, Kamala. So I can't wait to go see that and hopefully get a good laugh or two out of that, like I did with the Joe Biden debate. But no, be back next Tuesday. Check out new videos gonna be posted this week. It's exciting. I'm trying to get to the movies to see Speak No Evil with James McAvoy. And so if I can get to the movies and see that this weekend, I will do a review on that. For those who like the show From is coming back on September 22nd. From is a dope show. I will be doing episode videos on that because I'm so excited for that show to come back. So be looking out for that as well. So hope y'all have a wonderful night. This is episode 94. I am Peachy Perfect.
And I'm Vino Flight.
And we hope that y'all have a wonderful, blessed, amazing Tuesday night. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.